Hi, this is Chrislann Catuburan, and I am a student of Don Bosco Missionary Seminary and Don Bosco Formation Center, 2005 and 2009. And I'm very grateful to Father Arvin who has invited me to share for tonight's Goodnight talk. And there are so many things that I have learned with Don Bosco that, 3 minutes is just too short. But allow me to just give one of the things that, shocked me and surprised me when I first entered and, stayed with Don Bosco as a seminarian. And one of this is this exercise for a happy death. And during that time, I remember I felt like goosebumps talking about death, and kind of weird that actually it's not only talking, but it's an exercise for a happy death. And of course, as we may know, that for Don Bosco, death, talking about death is as natural as perhaps eating food and breathing air. And we do have examples like Saint Dominic Savio, who died at an early age, and Laura Vicuña, great saints. And I think it just imprinted in my mind that death, after all, was really natural. And even now, when during this pandemic, when it hit the world, it didn't hit me. Having stayed with Don Bosco for 9 years, just gave me the habit to accept the reality that anytime, the Lord could call me. And so preparing, I remember this exercise for a happy death. Uh, we would do some practical things, as practical as returning the things I borrowed. So, we were asked by the brothers and by the assistants. The end of the month is the exercise for a happy death. So, return whatever you borrowed to a friend, a book that you have, that which I would normally almost forget. Perhaps a book in the library. A shirt I borrowed, a ball I borrowed, spikes, right? Football, football shoes that we borrowed. So, really practical, because just in case the Lord called me at that time, then, I've settled my accounts to everyone. And it's not only about things, even financial matters. If you borrowed money, then, return. And it goes beyond like, your bed, your cabinet. Okay, is it fixed? So just in case the Lord calls you, and you're tied and tidy. But not only in the practical sense, but even in the spiritual sense, we were asked to go to confession. Um, Really, not only preparing for what's external, but also internal. And so I would never forget that. We would have recollections. There's a talk, and which brings me to the talk that is always about, uh, if you die. And one of the example I would always remember is this. I don't know if you remember Saint Aloysius of Gonzaga, who had a vision that the angel told him that in a year's time you're gonna be dead. And so I always remember that during recollection, and really imprinted me. Yeah, what if really the angel came to me and told me I only have a year's time? What would I do? And which brings me to the very motto, or very mantra that we always hear with Don Bosco, is jump, run, but do not sin. And so uh, I would leave that message, that question to all of us, that of course we don't have to experience the vision of Saint Aloysius of Gonzaga. Death is just around the corner like a thief of the night. Yeah, so indeed, if death is coming next year, or even during this pandemic times, what are you gonna do? And so, thank you so much. I hope and pray that we all live a life, purpose-driven life. Bye for now.